So hold on. Okay, so officially welcome to the Team Titanium Knockout team call. It is Tuesday, 9/29/2015. Welcome, ladies. I'm not even going to mute you because this is a really cute group. All right, so anyway, housekeeping. Let me start with that first. So we just talked about Super Saturday. I think ours here in New York is 10/17. Yeah, 10/17. But there, Christine, for you, it's Super Saturday weekend. So it could either be Super Saturday or Super Sunday. So the 17th and the 18th is the scheduled weekend. You can find an event near you on the Coach Online office. If not, I'll tell you where you can find the link to just search. Okay. Mm-hmm. So October is coming up, and Christine, just for your new, some of this is not going to make sense, but we'll go through it. But basically what we try to do is me and my personally sponsored coaches kind of sit down. Diana and I and Laura, we've all kind of like been grinding it out for the last year and a half together. And we finally came up with a really great system that works, that anyone can really implement. And what we do is we come up with a team calendar. And every month I'll post it in the team. I'll talk about it on the call. We'll go over it really quickly. And then I'll post the actual graphic in the team so everybody knows what we're doing. What it is basically is a template of what we do, like what groups we run. You are happy to join any group at any time and put people into those groups. And I'll explain a little bit more. Or you can do your own thing. But as a new coach, my suggestion is that you kind of follow along for the first couple of months. And then, get comfortable with what we do, the system, and then, there's plenty of people that kind of break off and do their own thing. But consistently, I will run the following every single month, okay? So a Coach Basics training, which you're going to be in, that is going to start. Laura, you had said 10/1, but I'm going to start on Monday, 10/5.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Okay, so Coach Basics training, 10/5. A paid challenge group. So that what that means is that if you have any challengers that you have sold a product to that need your coaching, okay, like your one-on-one coaching, we put them into these groups. What we do, you're in the UR Titanium group, which is our graduate group, okay? What we do is, like, let's just say we sold somebody a 21-day fix yesterday. We say, okay, we're going to start our challenge group on October 5th. And we are going to specifically work with the new people that we have sold stuff to in the last couple of days, months, whatever, okay? We work closely with them for those 21 to 30 days. Once they graduate from those 30 days, we put them into the UR Titanium graduation group. Okay, so we still give them daily, that group now has like over 200 people in it. So it's constantly, it runs itself at this point. But that's the graduate group. So our challenge group starts 10/5. And then every single month we do a free group. So basically you have to think of a free group as like a Yankee farm team. Okay? That's the best way I can tell you about it. I'm a Met fan, okay? All right, I'm a Met fan. So you basically are inviting people to these free groups because you want to add value to their lives, right? You're not going to go and say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, join my challenge, without ever knowing you. You're going to say, and we make up free groups. The last one we did was obviously the peanut butter and jelly group. This month, what are we doing? I don't even know what we're doing.
Somebody asked me if we could do a group focusing on dinners.
We're fine. Fabulous.
Jody and I were actually thinking about something with football.
With that?
Jody and I were actually thinking about healthy ways to incorporate it onto your football Sundays. We were thinking, we don't know yet.
So we brainstorm, and that's why I love our team, is because we're always like, if I don't like football and I don't know anything about football, I won't do my free challenge about football. Diana and Dodie will go do their challenge together. You know what I mean? So like we all have different ideas, and some of us like have similar ideas and want to do it together, and we all team up, whatever. But every single
also, and not to interrupt you, but we also, I know I jumped into yours and I had no clue about the peanut butter and jelly one. I just actually jumped into it to learn it as well. So
Mhm.
I'd actually broadened my horizons, and it helped me bring in some people, and we all had conversations. And then we went off to, hopefully challenge packs. That's the ultimate goal for those.
Right. So the free group, like I said, it's inviting people saying, listen, I'm running this free group. You know, I'm going to give you all this information about blah, whatever. And then from there, what we try to do is then convert them. You know, listen, we finished that group and we'd love for you to continue with us. We do fitness challenges. We do this, we do that, we that, blah, blah. So it's all about creating relationships. And in those free groups is where we can like create these really awesome relationships. For example, at the beginning of this year, January, Diana and I did it's January, let's get back to clean eating. And there was over 200 people in that group?
A lot.
Like, because it was January and obviously, right, everybody is ready. We had over 200 people in that group, just from the two of us, really. And then from there, we grew our business from January, February, March, and then we created those relationships in January that are still kind of trickling down now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so these free groups are amazing because they're free and everybody loves something free. You're giving them value and then you're creating relationships. And then the last thing so the free group is 1019. And then the sneak peek, what we do is kind of wrap it all up at the end of the month. And we say, listen, you've been with us either in our challenge group, in our free group, whatever it is. And now we're going to have this sneak peek. What do we do? What is a Beachbody coach? Who are we and what are we doing? Come take a look at what we do for 3 days. And we'd love for you to join our team. You were in the sneak peek group because you know what that's about.
Yep.
So that's basically the framework for how we work, and that will get posted, okay? For the rest of you guys, we were talking about it today. What I'm planning to do, and this is all obviously dependent on time, but I'm gonna really make it my mission, and I am going to try to do videos for every single day of the Coach Basics training, okay? And the reason that is two things. One, I think that reading something and hearing it, like from a short video, are two different things. I think we can try to put our own spin on what is actually in the document that Beachbody has provided. And I think we can make it come alive. And number two, and I'm telling you guys this just because I have no doubt that you're all going to grow your teams. I will tell you, it's starting to get, I don't want to say overwhelming. Overwhelming is not the right word. It's starting to get like, I have like a lot of responsibility, right? I have a lot of responsibility to you guys. Like, I want to make sure I have responsibilities to my challengers. So I was talking to Mickey Fernandez, which is also another top coach on the Team Eagle team. And she was like, girl, you got to she's like, I'm in the middle of doing videos because she doesn't even think she's going to run a Coach Basics every month, but she's not going to run it where she's creating a new group, putting people in that group and posting every single day because she said it's just getting overwhelming. So what she's going to do on her team group page is basically start what I started yesterday, like an album, and then do like day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, whatever, and on and on and on so that people can actually go through it themselves. Now, I don't know if we're there yet. You know, like I still want to be hands-on, but I think that if we can like little by little get that going, that by the time that we're ready and by the time we need that, we'll be all set up and we could be like, okay, this is where you can go. If you don't want to wait till 10:05, you can start today and start watching the videos. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just trying to set us up for like the next 6 months.
Well, then I'm glad I got it now so that I can see you every day and talk to you.
Yeah. No, it gets like, I said to the girls today, because we all talk all day long, it's bananas. Like I can see where this could break wide open, and then all of a sudden it's gonna be like, what the fuck? Like, oh my god, you know? Because like I'm not gonna say like this is not no get rich quick. Like, you know, we've been grinding it out, like, but we love it, so we get up every day and we do it. But it's so much fun. But I could see where there's going to be a point that all of a sudden you're not looking and it's going to be like, whoosh, and you're going to be like, oh my God, I have all these people to train and I don't know what to do and I don't know where to go. So I kind of want to set us up for that.
Mm-hmm.
So that we have like this framework so that nobody's freaked out where you could say, oh yeah, I know exactly. Angela, you know, we have these videos or like, so this also ties into what I was going to tell you guys. I started yesterday. I'm going to do it like one little graphic at a time. But I'm doing that album, the new coach basic, not coach basics, whatever I named it. I named it like basic information or something like that. So for all of us, how many times do you try to explain to a new coach, when is the team call? How do you get on? What do you need to download? So now it's there. You could say, oh, there's an album on our team with cute little slides or graphics that give you all the basics, right? So like this is what we do every month. We do X, Y, and Z. Check with your upline for the actual dates. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, I'm just trying to give them the basic information so that they don't have to keep coming to us with all of the same questions. And now it's funny because they said this a year and a half ago, and who the hell knew? You should make videos on topics that you're getting all the questions of. And if you guys haven't started doing that, like I'm telling you now, take it from me, now that I have like a spiral notebook full of like things that I want to do videos on, I need to take like a week off and just do like little snippets, three minutes. Like, this is where you get to your coach online office, or these are the apps that I use to make my pictures pretty. Like anything so that you can tell your coaches, okay, you know what? I have a video on that. Here it goes. Go to my YouTube page, and this is where everything is. So if you're not making like videos where you could do it like 3 minutes, start doing it. Take it from me, because now I'm like behind of about a year. All right, so with all of that, that's the housekeeping part of it. I wanted to go over basically what I learned on Saturday. Hold on, I'm opening my door because I'm sweating. Oh my God, it's like freaking balls hot. Not that it's gonna be any cooler with the door open. All right, so Saturday I went to a Team Eagle event. It was called Uncork Your Business or something, I don't even know. Basically, it was an event held for the Success Club earners that earned Success Club in August and September. They did a really, really nice job. They always do a great job. It was wine and cheese. They had cute little events. They had presenters there, and it was a really nice afternoon. So I'm going to highlight a couple of the things that they talked about, and then what I want to do is either open it up to questions, or I may take one or two of these topics and turn it into a deeper team call that we can explore. But for today, I just kind of want to go surface. So the first thing that they said is they had somebody come and talk about standing out. That we always have to remember that what we're doing as Beachbody coaches and these products, and we've said it over and over again, you really are using, these products are simply a tool to help people. So your goal is to help people, and you have to have a purpose and a passion behind what you're doing. If you're going out there to just sell Shakeology because Shakeology is going to make you $32 or whatever it is, then that's not going to work. You have to have a passion and purpose, and you have to know exactly what it is that you want to do with these tools that you have. So I want to say that first, that, and you guys know, I came into this business because I needed the money, and it didn't work. That did not work. And I gave that off, and it sucked. But the second that I started to shift, and I was like, well, no, why did I really do this? I did this because I'm a struggling chick. Like, I can help other people get on track. And even through pregnancy, we can stay on track. I don't need to gain 75 pounds. And then after the pregnancy, I was like, okay, struggling chick that just gained all of this weight wants to get it off. So I know my market, and that's what they were talking about. They're like, you have to know exactly. They said you are the director of marketing of your brand, okay? There's 350,000 Beachbody coaches, which if you think about the population in America is like a drop in the bucket. But anyone can be a Beachbody coach. They could go on the website and they can buy a Beachbody product. They can call off the TV, and they're going to get a free coach, but they may or may not get support from that free coach, because sometimes those free coaches don't reach out to these people. So you have to figure out, why do people want to come to me? What makes me so valuable? What is it about me that makes other people want me to be their coach? Okay, so you have to, you're the marketeer, is what they said. You have to look at your target market, and that's really hard to do, and that evolves. But you have to look at your target market, and you have to say, who are these people? Who do I want to talk to? How does that person they said, build your avatar. Who is this chick or man, whatever it is? Who is this person? Down to where they spend money, do they have kids? Do they not have kids? Do they work in corporate America? Are they entrepreneurs? Are they self-employed? What kind of car do they drive? Are they sitting in the pickup line at school, or are they struggling to get home to feed their kids because they've been working all day? What is it? You can't just go out there and say, I want to help people, because if you're going to post to everyone, you will find no one. So it has to be something so specific that, like, when you write that post, that girl or that person, I'm assuming girl, but let's just say girl, that woman knows that you are speaking directly to her. You are striking some sort of chord with her. You're striking a nerve, and she's like, oh my God, yes, I know exactly what she's talking about. Like, and I keep going back to this ridiculous example, but this is how ridiculous it is. I could post all these things that I think are fabulous. Like, right, I sit down and I type all this crap, and I'm like, this is brilliant, and I get no one, right? And then I go to the nail salon and I post about pink nail polish. And everyone was like, oh my God, I know exactly what you're talking about. I've been wearing ballet slippers since 2001 and I can't find a color. And I had all this engagement on there. Because in my head, I was like, well, the girl that I talk to, the woman that I want to talk, I know exactly what her problem is. And her problem is that when she goes to the nail salon, she can't find the right pink nail polish. And I got, like, I can't even tell you how many likes and comments. That was probably one of the most talked about posts ever, and it had nothing to do with Beachbody. It had nothing to do with eating healthy. It had to do with that I know my market. So now they're like, oh, Ange gets me. So I'm not trying to target them that day, and I'm not like, oh, you like my nail polish post? Like, you want to buy a challenge pack? No, but now they know me. They know that Ange gets me, right? So you have to figure out exactly who it is that you want to speak to, what their problems are, what their issues are, what hurts them, and how you are going to solve them. That was huge. Okay, so they mentioned a guy, and I've heard his name before, but I've never read any of his books. Seth Godin, so Godin. They were saying that he has great books about, like, basically standing out and speaking to your tribe, is what he calls it. And Chalene Johnson also has, I don't know if her tribe podcast is still up. Laura, do you know?
I think she only, like, what she does is she answers questions.
Okay. Yeah, she had it up she did it for a while, but I don't think she does it anymore. So Seth Godin was one of the things that they recommended. They stressed, stop overthinking, write what you know, what you love, what you feel, and just speak from the heart. That's it. And they are coming to you. They're not coming to a Beachbody product. They're coming to you. So you've got to show them who you are, okay? So then they were talking about being self-aware, that this all ties in again. You have to figure out, okay, who's your target market, but who are you, right? Who are you? Are you somebody that you would want to be your coach? If not, what are you doing to improve? Are you becoming more consistent? Are you meditating more? Are you getting your shit together and waking up at 5 a.m.? What is it that your target market can look up to you and say, you know what? God, she gets up at 5. Like, I so want to get up at 5. I don't know how to do that. I'm going to ask her, or I'm going to follow her and see what are her tips on getting up at 5 a.m. or Laura 4:30, or 4 o'clock, which is bananas. But anyway, like, you know what I'm saying? So what is it that, I don't know, I'm going to make stuff up. Like, what color lipstick is Ange wearing? Like, I'm going to try to figure that out. Like, I want to go talk to her about her lipstick, or I want to figure out how does she have 3 kids and have all this time to do all this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a guru on time management. So maybe I can show them that. So it's like, you've got to figure out exactly who you are. And if you're not where you want to be, then that's fine, because we're all on this complete crazy journey and we're always evolving, but you can't stay stagnant. You've always got to kind of be evolving ahead of your target market, because you are attracting who you were 6 to 12 months ago. If you look at all your customers, I would say probably 90% of them are who you were 6 to 12 months ago. So you may have been a stressed out mom and now you're kind of calm. because exercise has helped you become more focused and you're a better mom because you're not so stressed out with your kids. And maybe there's a mom out there that says, you know what, I yell at my kids all day long, and maybe exercise will help me do that. So where are you? How can you evolve? How can you be better and find your message and tell it properly? They stress also, so that's the branding, marketing part of it. They stress as far as like, you know, some of us that have been on the team for a longer time, creating high performance coaches, creating quality coaches. So they talked about this and they said it straight out, like signing up a discount coach is great. And it's, you know, obviously it's another body in the downline, but it's not necessarily, if you want to grow a six-figure income, it's not necessarily where you want to focus. So they're saying basically that if your mission is to really create a solid team, a solid foundation, a solid future, and something that you can really make six figures and over that, then you can't rely on these discount coaches, because the discount coaches aren't, and Christine, just so you know, a discount coach, when you sign up as a coach, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to sell anything. You get a discount, and some people just sign up for the discount. So those people are great. You know, they're a body in the team and they're adding a little bit to your volume. But if you have the intention of growing a team far and wide, then you really have to focus on the people that want this, that really are interested, that really, you know, like care about this and feel the same way you do about it. And that, you know, and that may be part of trial and error. So you may get a discount coach that's not, I don't want you to discount the discount coaches, because sometimes those discount coaches end up becoming these amazing, you know, high performing coaches. So you can't discount them. But if they sign up and they're not willing to work with you and they're not interested, you don't give up on them, but you're not going to focus your time on them at that moment. So it's all about cultivating quality and a team culture over quantity of coaches. Okay. So they were basically that you want to create a culture on your team, that you all want to have, you know, a similar mindset. We have to set the bar high for our coaches, but also for each other. So, you know, again, your goal may not be the same as mine, but if it is, dude, I'm ready. Like you, everybody on this team knows I want to go to the top. Like for me, it's 15-star diamond and above. And like, I want to like walk that stage with a crown and like, I just do. I swear I do. I'm sorry. I want the sash. I want the whole show. Like I want it, but I want it more for like all of us. Like I want to be up there because it's fabulous what they do for you. And I think I freaking want to be there. For all of us, I'm going to walk the stage. Okay. So basically you have to focus. They said you have to focus, you have to believe, you have to trust, you have to inspire. And then the biggest thing, and this is the next step for all of you ladies on this call, Christine will get there, but I know you're a leader already. You now need to figure out how you're going to lead, right? So if you've got all these coaches underneath you, what's your next step? Your next step has to be a leader. And then now your personal development has to be, how am I a leader? How do I lead my team? And that's a huge responsibility. It's a huge responsibility. And you never think you're great and you never think you're good enough. And you're like, I missed something and I suck. But that's just the personal development. You go back to those books, you go back to those podcasts, you go back to those, whatever it is that you're listening to, and you just douse yourself in knowledge that makes you the person that can lead a team. You have to set realistic but really high expectations for your team. If their goal is to move forward in this business, the expectations have to be really high. They have to be realistic. But you also have to remind them that you are not their boss, right? You are just a person that wants to help them succeed. You're not their boss. You can't sit there and tell them what to do and when to report to work. They're their own CEO of their business. So they're in charge. You're just there to help them. Okay. And sometimes there's people that just can't be helped and that's fine. And people quit and that's fine. But it happens to all of us. So happened to me a couple times already. So whatever, those people weren't willing to work, and that's fine. It's not for everybody. And I have no hard feelings. Doesn't work out, that's fine. So here's the thing. Guess what? Guess what the secret sauce is, guys? I've said it before. Diana, do you know what it is?
Yourself?
No.
Oh, is it form?
No. Starts with a C. Laura, anybody?
Consistency.
Yes. Thank
Oh,
you.
you're the
Nicole.
best, Laura.
Okay, so
No, that
No, it was me.
was Nicole.
Nicole, you
Oh,
guys right.
Nicole, I give it, Laura stinks. Nicole, you're the best.
Okay,
Just
so
kidding.
surprise, shocking. It's consistency, right? So it's what I said before everybody got on the call. Really, Saudi, Diana, I don't know if you heard this, but Saudi Almonte basically said she's a 15-star diamond. If she's 15 or 15-star qualifying, whatever she is, she's up there. She basically said that there is no secret at the top. Apparently, there's a Facebook group called The Wall, and apparently all the really high, 10-star diamonds and above are on this wall. And Saudi was hilarious because she's the real deal, queens, tells you how it is. And she's like, it's all the same shit. It's all the same shit. She goes, you think Melanie Mitchell knows anything different than you do? No, she doesn't know shit. No, do you think this one knows anything different than you? No. She goes, we all share the same shit. The only difference between us and them is that they're doing it. They're taking everything that they've ever learned from every call they've ever listened to, and they're saying, how many times do we do this? We get off calls and we're like, yeah. Or you listen to a call and you're like, oh my God, that's such a great idea. I mean, we did this for months, Diana. We did it for months. We were like, oh, we should really plan. And then oh my God, she has such a great idea. We should really plan. We should really do free groups. And we never did them. And then all of a sudden we're like, no, we really need to plan. So, and look what
We
happened.
did it, but we just weren't being consistent.
We weren't being consistent. Right, exactly. So it is the name of the game. You have, just like your workout, just like your diet or your nutrition, just like, I don't know, you're trying to be consistent with your kids and your kids go to bed at a certain time. Or, whatever is the consistency is the secret sauce. For a year and a half, I have woken up and I have literally posted 3 to 5 times a day. And I've posted when I don't feel like it. I've posted when I'm on vacation. I posted shit that is sad and that's happy and that's blah and that's great and that I thought was great and that sucked and that stuff that I thought that sucked but was great. But I've missed a few days here and there, but I would say 90% of the time I'm on there doing something. My workouts are getting more consistent. I just have to say, Diana. Yeah, no, seriously, I promise.
I don't see your sweaty face much.
I did one this morning.
Good job.
I did. I've been doing it inside max 5 days a week, so stop.
Good job, girlfriend.
Okay. Anyway, so other things, Success Club is key. It's an absolute non-negotiable. You must, at minimum, hit Success Club 5 if you want to do anything in this business. Period, punto, finale. That's it. That's all I got for you. If you don't hit Success Club 5, you're not moving your business forward. You're not building a residual income. That's it. So, Christine, just so you know, getting to Success Club, you'll learn all this, but just in a nutshell, there's, I want to say a rewards program kind of thing. So when you get 5 points, you hit Success Club 5, and every month there's some sort of prize that Beachbody sends you.
Okay.
So for
I'm
this
going to learn all that when it comes, starting October 5th.
yes, you'll learn all of that. So Success Club this month, for example, if you hit Success Club 5 and above, we're getting P90X, P90X 2, and what else? And something else.
I thought it was just
there's 3 P90. So we're getting all of these workout DVDs that are valued at $300 just for hitting Success Club. We've gotten, I don't know, t-shirts, bobbleheads, which were stupid, but whatever. We've gotten mugs. Here's the mug. Tote bags. Books they send you. There's all these different, and you get to, sometimes some months you get to pick, blah, 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 whatever. So that's always fun. Always fun. Okay, so that's it. Success Club is key. Power Hour is absolutely key, which we have gone over before. And Christine, I will teach you if you don't have time. You get it done in an hour, and we have a little form for like what you should be doing in that hour. And I will teach you that. And then basically they just said, getting these high performance coaches started. It's all about welcoming them, sending out your welcome email, doing a getting started right call, getting them into a Coach Basics training, and making sure that they get trained, and really sticking with them one-on-one for at least the first 30 days of Coach Basics, and really being hands-on and answering questions.
Angela, really quickly, when you do your getting to know you call, I actually asked Mickey this too. When you do your getting to know you right call,
Getting started right.
Yeah, what specifics are you going over with them?
Okay, so what I do,
feel like I'm all over the board when I talk to
I
them.
know,
I'm like,
because you try to plan them and then they go like
haywire. They're like, what's
haywire.
too much information?
What, and I just sent Christine my email. Basically what I'm saying in the email is like, welcome to the team. I want you to do your business quick start, at least the first page, before we have our call, just so that they're familiar with like that part. I give them basics in there, and then my getting started right call. Now that we have the Coach Basics, Diana, my getting started right call is more of like, hey, like this is what's gonna go on. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
that. It's more of a, I want to say like a getting to know you. Like, what's your schedule? Like, tell me, what are your goals? Like, do you want to be a six-figure earner? Do you not? Like, what? More like that instead of like, this is what you must do. Because I feel like now that we have the Coach Basics down and we're doing it, all the stuff that I would have tried to put into a 1-hour call or whatever is now going to be
class.
Coach Basics.
Okay.
Yeah. So, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's
I just feel like I'm missing that step, but I'm really not, because I'm talking to them so much,
right.
Via Facebook or texting, that
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing the call in that part, but I don't know.
It's hard because I think every single call is different too.
Mm-hmm.
Like Christine and I spoke the other day. We haven't spoken, we have spoken, but like, all of a sudden it turns into like, so what have you been doing for the last 20 years?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know, like you try to get started right, and all of a sudden you're talking about like whatever.
Right.
It's hard, but I think I'm much more comfortable doing the getting started right call now than I was before, because I was trying to jam pack all this information in. But now we have Coach Basics, and it runs every month, so that I feel more confident that like if I miss something in the getting started right call, we're okay.
All right.
But like with Nicole, like this is the part that Christine, you and I won't have because you're in Arizona, but like Nicole, like I went over to her house and I sat down with the computer and I was like, this is where we go, and like this is what you do, and let's sign up your husband now, and and let's get you to Emerald and whatever. It's like that was not the call. It was more like, let's just sit down and like let me show you some stuff. Which sometimes like I love doing that, because like sometimes you need somebody in front of the computer with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which we can do.
Maybe we can do an iPad conference FaceTime while I'm on the computer. And
yeah, we can actually share. I can share a screen on this too.
Okay.
So we could do that. And then, okay, for this which we have never talked about, and I actually want to have a team call just on this, because I think we have skipped over this topic completely, and I'm glad they went over it. Okay. All about placement, where your coaches should be placed on your downline. Okay. And we have never talked about this, and I don't know why, but the way that Beachbody works and most network marketing companies work is it's a binary system. So when you log on, you'll see yourself at the top. You have a right leg and you have a left leg, okay? And depending on where you are in your uplines, downline, whatever, you will either be, one of your legs will be weak and one of your legs will be strong. So one has team volume of, I don't know, whatever, 2,000, and one has 474, right? So obviously your strong leg is the one that has 1,000. Oh my God, we have to have a team call about this because it gets really complicated. But basically for today's purposes, you want to do and place your coaches what is called far and wide. So if you look at you're here, you have to place people on the outside leg. You never want to place people on what we call the inside, because that person will never have people placed below them by you. So we're going to do this different. We have to have a topic, but when you're placing coaches under you, you have to take into consideration where you want them, okay? So for example, Diana is on my strong leg. She has a huge team underneath her. The leg that she's on produces so much volume that I only have about, I think, 4 or 5 of you on that leg because Diana's team is so strong, okay? All my other coaches, I place on my left leg because I'm trying to get it to catch up. So
You want it to be catch up, no?
you do want it to be, well, they basically said it's never going to catch up. They're never going to be equal, but you want to try to get them as equal as possible. Okay, they're just never going to be equal.
Okay.
Because it depends on where you are in the upline and the whole thing gets affected. Whatever. Anyway, whatever. It gets really complicated. But for just when you're starting to like grow your team, just take into consideration, go in your back office, look at your downline and say like, okay, what size my weak leg? What size my strong leg? Where do I need to add this coach? Make sure that, you place them properly. We can go over where you can manipulate where you place them. How you can change the placement. I will show all you guys that. I'm going to do a nice call. But you really have to, if you're going to build a 6-figure income, you've got to look at where you're placing people. And if you have a spouse, a significant other, a mom, a dad, a brother, or a sister that is above the age of 18, they should be your first coach. Okay, so I will tell you the example. Ray fought me tooth and nail. Tooth and nail. Do not sign me up. You're not going to do it. I'm not going to be a beach body coach. I'm like, you don't have to do anything. We're not spending the money. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm spending the money because everybody says I have to put you at the top of my team, blah, 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 right? So anyway, whatever. I signed him up. Know his social security number. Boop, 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 boop. Sign him up. And now Ray is the first coach on my team. As soon as I turn him into an emerald, which I will eventually, he has the benefit now of cycling on everyone below me, which is now all of you and all of your coaches and all of the upline people that put people under us. And it's like we're almost at 100. Okay. So if I would have waited, Ray would be number 101 and he would have missed the benefit of cycling. And Christine, you'll get this, but basically we get bonuses on our team. Mm-hmm. So we cycle and it gets mathematical and that's where I lose it. But basically it's a ratio of 200 to 100. Every time you can subtract 200, it cycles. And then you subtract all the way until you get to 0. Mm-hmm. And you get a certain dollar amount, 14 if you're an emerald, 18 if you're a diamond, $18 every time you cycle. So now if I would have waited, Ray would have cycled from where he was down versus where he is right now and everyone that I've grown. Mm-hmm. So realistically, if you've got a mother or a father or a spouse, whoever it is, that you could save a spot for your child. My next step is I want to sign my parents up to save spots for my children, believe it or not. I need a third parent. So, it's that significant. It's that
because in the end, because long term they would benefit from any income coming in.
Correct. You actually double dip
in 10 years.
You actually double dip.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. So they call it double dipping. And when Diana, do you remember when we were at Summit? One of the top coaches, she was a founding coach. So in the network of 350,000, I think there's only 9 founding coaches. So everybody, there's only 9 people. We all funnel up into one of 9 people. Okay. And this one woman, Tracy Morrow is her name. She did not sign her husband up until she opens. Now this gets complicated, but once you hit a 2-star diamond, you get to open another center. So each.
We have a center right now.
I have one. This is my business center. I'm a 1-star diamond. When I hit 2-star diamond, I get to open another location and start all over again. So she actually did not sign her husband up until she opened her second business center. And this business center has 150,000 people under her. Mm. And she said it's one of the biggest mistakes she ever made in her entire life. and she said she gets nauseous every time she thinks about it. So she's like, and everybody told me to do it, and I didn't do it. And for like $49, I could have did it, or $39.
Mm-hmm.
So seriously, like spouse, significant other, mom, dad, sister, brother, sign them up. Okay, the last part of it, I didn't really care for. We do a great job. They called it Make It Hot, Make It Pop. I don't know. It was all about how to like take pictures, but I think we do a spectacular job of that. So I don't think we need to go over that. And that was it. That was really it. It was all that in a nutshell. Lots of information, good stuff.
Anybody going this Saturday? I mean, the 17th?
I would like to.
I'm going to go too.
It'll be fun. I love seeing those people because I don't know.
They light the fire.
They do light the fire. Christine, just so you know, I don't know how this happened, but basically we're on like all a Hispanic team. Like totally Hispanic. Like I showed up to the first Super Saturday and I was like, I am the only white girl here. It was the weirdest, right, Diana? It's like the weirdest thing. We walked in, we're like, what the fuck? But
She started saying "whippa," and I was like, "All right."
Huepa. Like everyone's like "Huepa," and like half the event is in Spanish, and I'm like, what the fuck? I don't even know what's going on. But I have to say, like all these like crazy Hispanic people from Queens, they throw a party. Like
I'm sure.
yeah, the Super Saturdays in New York are like bananas. Like they have like flamenco dancers and like it gets crazy. They do. They do a great job, and it's very festive, and everybody gets dressed up, and it's fun. So I don't know. It's just hilarious that we ended up on this team.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't be like that out here.
No, but I have to find you, Diana. You know Shelly Geraldias. You've seen her name like 100 times.
Shelly?
Shelly. She's cute. She's like this, like I don't know.
With short hair?
No. She's in Arizona, but I just don't know where.
What's her name?
Yes.
Shelly.
Chaves.
No.
Diaz, right?
No, not her.
No?
No, it's Shelly Geraldatis or something like that. Oh, here she is. Shelly, Shelley, Nottingham, Geraldias, and it's Gerodias. And she says on her page she's from Mesa, Arizona.
Yeah.
Is that anywhere near?
It's probably like 40 minutes. No, maybe 30 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hook you up with her. So she's a 2-star diamond on the Team Eagle team. She's adorable. I love her. She does really cute stuff. So that's all about connecting with like people that are near you too. So, any questions from you guys? Any comments?
No.
Nope.
All right. So since you guys are all my personally, right? Dodie too, but Dodie wants to join. I just sent you guys an email. Did I send it? I don't think I pressed send. I don't know if I did.
We got it.
You got it? Okay.
I just got
I
it.
want to have I don't want to say private because whatever, but I want to have a like personally sponsored coach call 90 days of goals. What are we doing for the fourth quarter? Because as we know, whatever we do now is going to set us up for January 1st. So we can't just show up January 1st and be like, hey.
Like last year.
No, last year we did a pretty good job.
We showed up January 1st. We're like, all right, let's go.
We did.
There's no planning.
There was no planning, but it was robbed. Could you imagine what we're going to do this year?
Absolutely.
So, it's all about the planning. It's all about not being like flying on the seat of your pants. Like it just doesn't work like that. We were trying to like, oh my God, I'll start a challenge group today. Like, yay. No, it doesn't work like that. Literally, obviously all of us on this call are working moms and we all have lives and we have kids that we need to attend to. And I'm very sensitive to that. And that's why we work tirelessly to come up with this like method, just because we need to know what we're doing. And I think it's working so far. And listen, some months are great and some months are bleh. September was hard.
Mm-hmm.
I think September was hard. But I think last year was hard too. And then for some reason, do you remember last year, Diana? We picked up around November.
Thanksgiving.
We got it's very strange, but we got like a whole bump of people right before Thanksgiving.
People were sick of eating turkey and pies, and they were like, I need to get in shape before Christmas.
Right. So early December was big for us. We did 21 days. You've got 21 days to Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We did we can take you all the way up to Christmas Eve
Mhm.
and get you fit before Christmas Eve. And they were like, whoa, okay. And we had a whole bunch of people.
Yeah.
It was fun. So now that we've been, I've been doing this a year and a half, and it's very cyclical. Exactly, now, you could feel when people are in it, feel when people are not. Right now, everyone's kind of summer's over, kids started school, holidays are coming, yeah. But then we get closer, and it's okay, the holidays are here, and now you're gonna stuff your face, and they're like, ah. So it's all mental.
Yep.
Any questions, ladies? Any comments?
How often I have a question.
Go for it.
How often do you get product questions? About ingredients or Shakeology, and
All the time.
you do?
Mm-hmm. Do you know the answers to them?
No, that's what I think I'm afraid of.
Okay, I think we all started that way. And were you in the coaches group last month, or will you be in this month?
No, I was.
Okay,
I was.
didn't we post something, or maybe it's not Angela on that specific Coach Basics group, but I know in our old one we posted that really long video of Shakeology, and she talked about the ingredients, and she talked about, if you don't know yourself, to actually Google the ingredients in the back, just so that you have something to base your answers off of when people ask you questions.
Yeah,
What questions are you getting?
What's in it? One girl wanted to show it to her doctor, so I actually sent her a screenshot or the actual PDF of the ingredients.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's my fear, not having the answers on the spot.
And
Can you send her that
that's
video?
okay.
Or do we have that in our Team Titanium group?
What did you ask?
That long video of Shakeology?
Was Shay Stanford?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can find it.
I think it's actually my
No, I can look. I can look again. It's fine. But
It's
I
a
think
very
that's
informative. I took 5 pages of notes the first time I listened to it, where I watched it. It's helpful.
okay.
Yeah, it's definitely helpful. Shakeology is a hard one because, I don't want to say it's hard. You have to learn it. That's the one that you have to learn. You know what I mean? Because, you can't just throw out there, it has ashwagandha root. And everyone's like,
What?
that? I know, I like that word, so I know it has ashwagandha root in it. So I'm like, yeah.
But what is that? Do you know what that is? Do you know what its function is?
No.
People ask you
I
questions
don't know.
like that?
I don't know absolutely every single ingredient. You know what I mean? What I can tell them is, I can tell them certain things, but don't be afraid. And this is one of the things that I learned when I was in health coaching school. If you don't know the answer, you can say, you know what? I don't know that answer. And you're much more likely to be, I've said, listen, I don't know. Let me go look that up for you. I will find out for you. You know what I mean? So don't be afraid that you don't have the answer on the spot. You can always say, you know what? That's a really great question. It's all about how you approach it. That's a really great question. No one's ever asked me that before. I'm going to go look it up, and I'll bring you back the information. Because, Shakeology is this scientifically amazing product that is science. And we're not all scientists. We just know how it makes us feel. You know what I mean?
And I think the root helps your hair and nails. Just saying. I watched it a couple times.
I will tell you, it helps my hair, my nails, and my skin. Ridiculous.
Absolutely.
My hair, definitely.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And my nails.
But Google it too. Google those if you do have questions on specific ingredients. Google them. And YouTube has a lot of videos specifically on the ingredients of it.
And if anyone listened to the Wake Up Call a couple weeks ago, they are doing a Shakeology podcast.
I listened to it.
Did you?
Uh,
There you go. That's why you're a superstar.
but it was very dry.
Was it? Darian
Darren.
is very dry.
So it was like, oh God. But he's informative. He has a huge scientific way about him talking to you. And you're like, what? But
Christine, so Miss Christine over here from Arizona is science, organic chemistry,
Christine
bananas.
would love him then.
No, I watched that girl get A+ in organic chemistry, okay?
Oh.
Yeah, exactly. And she's, okay, so you're a nurse, but you're a pediatric.
I do labor and delivery.
Labor and delivery, okay.
God
So,
bless you.
yeah, exactly. So she's got the scientific background. Now all we need is a graphic artist, and we're like a complete team. We have the lawyers.
I'm going to put that out there on Facebook. Wanted graphic,
a graphic artist
who wants to be a Beachbody coach.
But Christine, I'll post the video, but that you'll get the science behind it, and it probably will fascinate you. And then you can give us like a tutorial.
There was a link on Facebook. I think it was yesterday. I think I was scrolling through, and somebody that's affiliated with Beachbody posted it or something. And it's a book it's called Super Life.
Yeah, that's the creator of Shakeology.
So I bought it, and I haven't gotten. I'm like maybe 10 or 12 pages into it, so I haven't gotten to the part of what the ingredients is, but the 5 forces of life and all that stuff, and how we're Ferraris, right? Our bodies are Ferraris.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I know.
Okay, so you can lead a team call all about Super Life and Darian O'Lean.
I love it. All right, I'm getting out of here.
Right now I'm reading The Science of Getting Rich.
Oh, there you go.
Well, hold on. Can I just tell you? So I thought this book was going to be something totally one thing, and it's totally not. For those of you that all know, you know that I'm like this with God, right? We're cool. He literally says that God wants you to be rich so that you can go do God's work. So you have to believe, so I grew up Catholic, and right, we were supposed to be poor, right? We're supposed to be like, don't get anything because God doesn't like that. It's like the total opposite. God wants you to be blessed with riches so that you can live a fulfilling life. And then only when you can live a fulfilling life and are happy and have the means can you go and then go do this work and bless others.
Hallelujah. Amen.
Amen with that.
All right, ladies. Good
Love
night.
you guys.
I'm out of here.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
How do I